floor, moving to his right.
24 for LaMarcus Aldridge with 3:23 remaining at the Pepsi Center. Murray dancing behind Jokic and the floater. That ankle's just
15 first half points. On 6 of 10 shooting. Nuggets by 7 now. Give it to Jokic, and Jokic hits again. By the Raptors. Now in comes Lorenzo Brown. Lorenzo Brown. 7 DNPs this year, 5 scoreless outings, but they're thin.
Coming off a loss on the road in Memphis. Murray on the attack, and Dinwiddie blocked. Second in the league in defensive efficiency this year, a team that ranked near the bottom last year. Jokic off the feed from Murray.
Laying up left, brings it back to that Ryan, but boy, what body control.
Jokic for 3.
We've got a great stat crew here, one of the best in the NBA, and they've been here a long time, these guys. Oh, no. He's deadly.
94, Denver by a hoop. Murray on display right there.
He's been getting to the basket, slicing through defenders on that one, realizes that he could create some space for himself.
Murray ties it up.
See, they're putting Paul George in the pick and roll, trying to force the switch every time and to give him an advantage to try to keep him going right now.
Morris behind the back. Sweet move.
But you also got a guard on a big. He didn't settle for the jump shot.
Jokic back cut. Gary Harris. 10 to shoot. Up and under Jokic easily.
They asked you to say his name a couple of times, right?
I'm behind. Get ready for the fourth quarter.
We're talking about Tim Capstrell.
Your excellent radio partner.
Here's Jokic bumping D'Angelo Russell. Probing. Allen can't hit over Jokic. Denver with the ball in a 2-point lead. Millsap. I thought it had no chance. Murray. Oh!
Comes in this game averaging 110.
Murray. Get it to Jokic. To Beasley.
It's lead back to 3. Bench taking the hoodies off and getting set to come in. You're going to see Dinwiddie, Davis, and Hollis Jefferson.
All over him. And we talk about LeVert being a two-way player. That's what the young Gary Harris is, and he hasn't made it easy.
13 for Karis LeVert. Jokic poked loose from behind by Russ.
On the shot clock, 47 on the game clock. Into Murray, guarded by Danny Green, a good defender.
Kind of want the ball.
Screen and roll. Into Jokic. Put it up and in. Nikola Jokic.
He wanted an and one. He thought it.
He just has to be healthy. You know, like he's pushed it, and maybe he should have done surgery earlier, but he has to be healthy. Inside, Plumlee, nice hesitation dribble to get all the way to the cup. 84-81. Up in that area, because when you get open shots, that's what you want. You're not going to say, hey, we can't take open ones. You got to get those open shots.
On threes, DeRozan is 18%. Everybody else in San Antonio can shoot threes. So Plumlee's in deep. Trying to get around, put it up and in. Oh, Mason Plumlee guides one.
Moving the ball, but it's not just moving the ball, Ralph. They attack first. They're attacking closeouts and then kicking the open shooters and sharing the sugar.
5 minutes into the period. The lob. And the guide home.
A rough start. Now Jamal Murray is in. He'll play with Beasley in the backcourt. Juancho, Plumlee, Murray. Fade, got it.
See, I play a little bit in the second half. We'll see. No Kleba tonight.
Pass.
How couldn't hang on to it. Dorian Finney-Smith, Devin Harris. Those guys came in, so it's all bench guys now for the Mavs. Driving, left-hand layup. They're not going.
Jokic 2 for 6 from the field, 5 points. Said 5 or less. And
Steven Adams is one of those guys that I feel like could have played in any era. It's physical, plays the center position the way it should be played.
There's Craig.
Gordon to Vucevic. Tough break. Rebounded by Jokic. Jokic entertained Vooch last night at his home in Denver on Thanksgiving night. Gary Harris.
Kentucky, I didn't know if he was a point guard or not. This is his first attempt. But he's proven, Murray, that is, to be able to run the team. Miles is feeling it.
Boy, is he ever.
Force him to put his head down and put the ball on the floor and chase him off that three-point line. Got to be tough.
Got in there.
Yeah, just inertia just carried him a little too quickly to the basket and overlaid it. Good hard take by Malcolm Brogdon.
Orlando Magic tonight. Hanging in there with Denver. It's a three-point game.
Only the second offensive rebound.
Siakam
was so much more aggressive, looking for his score this year.
8 points for Siakam. Beasley shoots the three. That's good. Boy, Beasley in practice, he got greens generally. Shot clock's at 4. Shot is up, no good, and Millsap rips down the rebound.
Good scrambling defensive possession right there for Denver.
Millsap going to try to back his way in, turns the corner, comes underneath, and he's fouled.
Westbrook going to try a three. In and out. Jokic with a rebound. Westbrook shooting only 21% from three-point range. Jokic, another great look.
Came in with 4 all year. And John Collins also with 21. Excellent game for him. Hernan Gomez spins.
Nuggets trailing by just 8. It seems like a little bit more. Bounce pass in the lane to Murray. Dump it off beautifully. Big guy Ayton as the shot clock went off. So 29 for Ayton as he increases his career high. Great night for Ayton tonight. Murray's away, and he lays it in.
That transition three has become a big part of his game. His 72nd long-distance shot of the year, tops on the tee.
Starting to become a devastating weapon for him. The fact that he has the ultimate green light there helps.
Jokic, Aldridge. 8 on the shot clock. Back out to Forbes. Green off the iron this time.
He's got to shoot that one to keep the defense honest. His man sneaking in there to help out on LaMarcus.
Jokic back off. He'll keep firing in that timeout. He managed
here at the top of the third.
And he just wants to get back to that right hand. You got to see if he can go left and keep him left.
Pass inside. Corner jumper off. Approaching the 2.5-minute mark. Leonard rocking around the clock. He's got 29. Back cut, Murray. Lay it up. And George lays it in.
Yep, Jokic got over there a little too late. And perfectly, but now what you see, the defense is picked up. Schroeder is making sure that Jamal Murray can't get the ball and bring it up and get the team in offense.
Jokic nearly traveled. Got to have some magic for Murray here. Around the pivot he goes. Give it to Jokic. Jokic the floater. That's good for the Nuggets. Ibaka in the lane. Rolled out. Jokic has it. And Michael Malone is saying, let's quicken the pace.
Got to find a way to bring some emotion, energy into the game. And one way to do that is to play quicker.
Danny Green, by and large, has done a heck of a Euro step.
Bruises, bumps, fairly common for this time of year. Gasol out of the double team. Conley, he'll try for 3. Farming no, and the rebound to Plumlee. Grizzlies just 2 of 6 from beyond the arc. Nuggets 5 of 13, but none here in the second quarter. Plumlee, Conley a knock away. Jokic gets it back with 13 on the 24. And Jokic just wheels inside on
4-minute mark.
That's where the Nuggets are good. Bring the ball up, get something set, but get it quick with the ball movement.
Rain and roll. Jokic staying outside. Wish he'd roll inside. He's trying to rest up. Murray around his man. Come underneath. Circus!
To the entire Nuggets offense and defense because they're working both ends, getting hands on balls down low and with the blocks like Jamal just had.
Jokic surveying. He's got Plumlee, but he's got to be careful with the pass. Holmes was pressuring. Now Plumlee wheels into the lane, dump it to Joker, and he drops it up and in. Nice assist on the straight line drive. Nuggets seem confused about the coverage there. See if the Nuggets can keep scoring here. Murray on the backdoor cut, floats it up and in. Nice. Throws it out. Here comes Jeremy Grant. Good play by Jokic there, batting it off the backboard. And the ball to Murray. Like to get the Joker hot. Back cut, Murray laying up and in, left hand.
Garrett Temple never had to break stride.
Grizzlies back in front, 79-78. Let's check in with Rob.
Well, it's not bad news on Mike Conley. He just went to the back to get a little treatment on his left leg. He is expected to return.
Morris. They're going to have to do better tonight. Inside to Gobert. And look at Jokic jumping up high. Now Gary Harris with it. Utah defense in the past has been sterling, but this year they've struggled. Now Monte Morris from the corner. Abrinas is wide open, and he misses. Torrey Craig getting the start tonight. Gary Harris unable to play. He's got a sore. Oh, what a bounce pass. And Murray lays it. That he's had 25 or more and 7 or more assists in 7 straight games. Don't forget Saturday night is family night. The Hornets in town. Murray. Jamal Murray has... T.J. Warren now with 9 points. And Jokic will bring it across. 10-6 and 5 for Nikola Jokic. And Murray left-hand lay-in. He's...
Paul George hit that shot.
Yes, he did. Maybe he wants me to talk about it.
Here's Murray driving, hangs and scores.
With your offense when that happens. Kyrie, no, rebound.
Foul here. He's going to have to play fast here in the last 4 minutes.
Murray's on the run. Put it up and in.
Morris floats it in.
Don't want to let the Jazz off the hook. Murray's got 17, Harris with 18, Millsap with 13, Beasley with 12. Murray all the way to the cup. And he scored. Lead with 1:19 to go. Murray with it over to Jokic. Two-man game coming up, maybe. Murray turns the corner. Jokic. Pump fake in the lane. Floated up and in.
Couldn't get it to go. Dallas has missed their last 5 shots over a 3-minute span. Till then.
Over the bane of Coach Malone's existence.
And especially against this team that you're playing against in OKC, because they are the ones.
Paul George, 22 points. Murray's got 20 for the Nuggets to lead all scorers for the Denver Crew. Jokic in the lane.
That's well done up top. Little drive, kick, drive again, kick. Little two-man game on the perimeter between Augustine and Gordon.
Jokic. Little side step to create a little more separation after the shot fake. Knocks it down, closely guarded.
Harris, 5-2 lead.
A great hustle, and then Nikola trying to get out quick. Rubio gets a hand in behind him.
Nikola Jokic has the switch on Rubio. He can shoot right over. Going to back his way in. A little hook shot is good.
Huge for the Thunder if he can find that stroke.
Absolutely, and that's what he's known for. He's a 4-man that is pretty physical, but he can knock down a 3-point shot.
Yeah, but you want to take the ball out of Russell Westbrook's hand, especially when he's at that close to the lane.
Thunder average almost 11 steals per game. Nuggets about 7.5. Now Westbrook is guarding Lyles in the post. See if they can get it to him. Instead, they go to Plumlee. Plumlee coming in. Plumlee lay it up. Plumlee lay it in. Miles Bridges, originally from Flint, Michigan. Charlotte bench 42 already tonight. They average 55. Jokic in the lane. Left hands it up and in. So
they struggled with in that game against New Orleans was those drives right to the basket. You can't allow penetration below that free throw line.
Gary Harris with 2 threes. He's got 398 in his career now. He's 2 for 400.
Then became Mecca, and then the famous artist Robert Indiana designed the floor that was controversial at first. Became one of the popular floors in the NBA, and when it came on television, you knew where the game was being. Yeah. But the point is, but it's also much of the league today behind the arc. Well, sure, it's the court.
The three that Beasley made a moment ago gives him 8 points, and it restored Denver to the lead. Murray looking for a shot this time. It got
Brandon Adair. Well, Gary Harris has struggled from the outside of that 48-point game from Jamal Murray. He had been struggling from the outside, so added shooting will hopefully unlock some offensive fluidity for the Nuggets in terms of their coaching staff.
From the top. Not play, which hasn't so far.
Active, but you mean he got up during the timeout?
Well, they said he's active. He's available to play if they wanted him to. He's trying to get the offense cranked up again. Millsap has had the hot hand. He's got 5 on the clock. Pump fake in on Decker, and he throws it off the.
It's everything. Go to the truck. Very well done, David Steele.
All right. Tom Boerwinkle. Tom just passed a couple of years ago. Great career. Another assist for Jokic.
Great back cut, great pass and finish.
Denver's been a very good front-running team, 14-3 with a halftime lead. They've been even better when leading through 3 quarters at 16-1. Jokic against Gasol. Craig slips baseline, nothing there. Top side, Hernan Gomez in a 3-shot foul.
Focused in that, especially on the road. This is a game that, in my opinion, they need to win this game. Because you got 3 starters down. This team has already beat you 1 time. This could come down to a tiebreaker situation. So this is a very important game for the Thunder.
Well, and they have a back-to-back. They have to fly all the way home tonight and play the Clippers tomorrow. The game plan, 3 straight possessions going to Steven Adams on the low block.
Well, they're trying to put some pressure on the Joker. If you can get him, this team is missing some very important pieces. Dave, if you can get him in foul trouble, get him on the bench, that's another piece that will be down, so it will be advantage OKC Thunder.
And you got to think, too, Adams more physical.
Pick you back here, then you want to get by him early. There's a book on Denver, and that's to get physical with the guards early.
Lyles is open, come underneath, and he lays it up. Well, the turnover story so far, nearly even Steven, as my dad might say. Morris. And Morris, floater good. Don't forget, Saturday night, family night. Bring them out to see the Utah Jazz. Great rivalry, lots of fun. Gary Harris dumping into Jokic, handoff. Gary turns the corner, give it to Torrey Craig, who lays it up and in. Beautiful.
Yes. Also saw Ashley Manning in the crowd this evening.
Always good to come and see her.
Murray gets the corner 3.
And you see, as a defender, he gets in there so deep. You're straight up. Let me just reach a little bit. Let me just, and there's the foul in the and 1. They tied this game up. I think that's the 3rd and 1 they've had since Boban came in.
Todd back in, and Jokic right around him and scores it. And I think
Murray. Jokic in the pivot. Alex Len all over him. And a foul. Oh, that's good defense. That's good defense.
To know when the sale begins. Register now at Bucks.com/Deal Hunter. John, in Denver, the Bucks hit 54% of their 3-point shots. I'm watching their percentage. So far, so good. 3 out of 5, 60.
10 years since that Nuggets team that you were on went to the conference finals. That's the last year in which Denver won a playoff series.
It's funny you say that. I had a chance to interview.
Assists favored Denver. Points in the paint. Denver doubling up the Mavs so far. Nick Young, his 3rd appearance with Denver since the signing because of all of their injuries. Young gave the ball up.
Nuggets do such a great job in the community. Deb Dowling spearheading the player appearances and all the good stuff that goes on. Well, let's see if the Nuggets can get going. They haven't scored a point so far here in the 2nd quarter. It's 7-0 as Plumlee inside out to Morris, including the 3 on the trip. But right now they're losing 32-27.
The second unit just came in, and they're getting destroyed again on the 3-point line.
Murray in the lane, and Murray, here he comes from Kitchener, Canada. Plays for the Canadian national team in the summer. Going to play this summer. Now Millsap down the lane, and he scores it.
Yeah, great pass.
His Nuggets coaching career, 136 and 134. As the Nuggets lead 6-4. Into Millsap. And
Poker fans.
Levine is back in. Cameron Payne shoots the three, and Gary Harris goes and gets it. So the Nuggets running with Gary Harris and Monte Morris in the backcourt with Beasley at the swing. Millsap and Jokic. Jokic 3 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists in case you're keeping score at home. Dump it down to Millsap. Fabulous pass.
Trust that system. You know what spots are supposed to be filled. Get the ball to those spots.
But first, get a player to those spots, right?
Well, Brook was headed there.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was headed there. He was doing the right thing.
Lopez will be
to the front of the rim. I'd like to see more of that from Jason Tatum. Jokic. Millsap for 2.
Don't forget the Altitude Now app. Add it to watch the games wherever you are in the United States.
See, less movement allows a team to be more aggressive.
Torrey Craig knocks in.
8 minutes to go here, third. 1 possession game. Millsap trying to back his way in. Smart takes it away. Millsap gets it back and got fouled.
And helping out down low when DeAndre Ayton gets the ball down low coming from the weak side to throw him off balance.
Now Jokic at the high post. Jokic 14, 7, and 7 if you're keeping score. Monte Morris 3-ball. Yes! Here we go. Crunch time for the Nuggets. Down the middle to Millsap. All the way. That's good. Good start.
Type of turnover. Yeah, Marco so good with spacing, running the floor, and knowing exactly where to be. That is a rarity. Beasley pulls up for 2.
On that play, because you don't hear the voices, you don't see the guys pushing their teammates to the other player that's open.
I'd like to see Juancho get back on DeRozan. You want to stay on your man if you can. Little lane by Monte.
Well, not all the way.
Murray gives it up. Gets it back from Jokic.
Wow.
Well, 10-point advantage.
Second unit all in the game. Not as fluid.
Back cut into Craig. A beautiful.
Give it to John Collins and Fanning.
46-41. Hawks within 5. Jokic on the handoff. Craig on the drive. Runs into a couple of defenders, but got it to go.
Plumlee for the minutes he's playing. 20 minutes. Got 9 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. He's made 4 of 7 in his only free throw. They're doing a good job tonight. Lyles into Morris. Extra pass. Juancho 3.
Gotcho 3. Yeah, I think that surprised Millsap. He thought he was going to maybe pass it again. Didn't really challenge.
A rare 4-year player in college at Boise State. Jokic to Millsap. Jokic in a post up. He's got it, and he turns and lays it in.
Eric Bledsoe to collapse the defense. Give it to Giannis. One more pass. Wide open shot for the president, Malcolm Brogdon.
Millsap and
Ball at USC. Got a nice contract here in Atlanta. 2 years for $14 million. Nuggets playing through Jokic. Back cut Murray. Pass it out. Juancho for 3. Gotcho 3 early on.
It's its score.
Yeah, the find was really nice, but the decision by Harrison Barnes to get all the way to the rim with that left hand was an excellent idea for him.
10 of the game now for Barnes. Malik Beasley again for 3.
Well, it makes you feel good.
58-50 Nuggets trail. Nuggets have been a good comeback team in the past. 3 comebacks from down 18 last year. Jokic pass underneath.
13-point advantage, 39-26. Nets lead with 9:52 to go here in the second quarter. Morris cut off, able to score.
Games with a heel injury and everybody getting into the act.
One of those games where everyone is sitting in that position where the rotation is going to be there, but LaMarcus Aldridge has it going on, shooting the threes and passing ball out.
Juancho has a new winning percentage. I remember him as the coach of Missouri for 7 seasons. Now high post. Favors is out on Jokic. And the back top, Millsap is on.
Hey, you guys are all right, man. Keep it up. Tie game, by the way. Luka now 9 points. 500 points this season for Luka. Coming into play tonight, a little bit over 18 points per game. Craig hits a three.
Teammates, his energy level is just always the same. He plays at one speed. The Hawks are now starting to find a little rhythm of their own, and they've cut into this big lead by the Nuggets.
Atlanta piling up the assists as well. 14 for the Hawks on 15 baskets. Difference has been the foul line. Runner is good.
Jokic a little more. Continue to use him in screen and roll situations. Attack him, then force him to have to retreat out on the floor, because on the offensive end, they're going to have to play through him the entire night.
Well, interesting that they start Jokic and Plumlee, because that's pretty much all they got for bigs. Craig cranks up a triple and puts it in. Torrey.
It's one of the concerns. You get Aiden going down low, you get more concerned with him, and then all of a sudden, TJ Warren makes a jump shot. Then you get someone like Booker making a jump shot. You've got to stay with your man if they're not playing involved with the basketball.
Out of Murray, Jokic here. Now pass underneath the Plumlee, and Plumlee drops it in. Now Plumlee 5-13 to end the quarter. What do you want to see from the Nuggets here in the third quarter, Fat?
I think you have to control Aiden, number one, but you also don't want TJ Warren and Devin Booker to start making those outside threes, because you're so worried about Aiden.
Jamal Moore to let Parker kind of run off guard a little bit. And Trey Lyles has come on. Hornets bench is good. They average about 45 a game. So the Nuggets bench will be challenged as Morris.
Trading a little bit. Collins lost Trace for Trey Lyles.
Nuggets started 3 of 5. Then they made 3 more out of the next 5. Atlanta 2 of their last 6 shooting. Now Jokic in the lane. Put it up and in. He goes
4 from three-point range tonight.
Extra reps.
Here's Jokic. He'll take the jumper over Adams and splashes it through.
The response is a good defensive team, and Denver will continue to get better. Is you work hard, you get a nice basket, and then you kind of just give up a straight drive.
By the way, the 47 points for the Nuggets, a season low in any half. Great pass by Jokic inside.
For signing that new deal, very well deserving, but he's having a heck of a year too, scoring 17 a game off of the bench.
Lou Williams, of course, up there, though he's been hurt. And the Clippers slipping a little bit, but still 6 games above 500. Jokic. Beautifully.
9 minutes, but his effect was felt throughout the 24. And the Clippers lead it. Second half is underway. Jokic really uncontested.
I like that if you go on to the NBA, the very significant stats page they have, they keep that secondary assist now as well. I think that's telling, because sometimes it is the second pass.
I agree.
Pepsi Center Sunday night. The Nuggets trying to come back.
They just haven't had the energy they had in these first 2 home games.
Leonard's got a double-double, 23 and 10. Jokic put it up, yes, in the foul. All right, Vic, faster. The Nuggets averaged 17 fast break points. They only had 3 in the first half. 10 lead changes, 6 ties. Biggest lead for Denver, 7. Utah was up by 3 at one sizes. And we're underway at the Q as Nicola controls our officiating crew tonight. Jason Phillips, Pat Frayer, and Jason Goldman. Nuggets looking to get off to a fast start here in the first quarter. Nikola Jokic first shot on the way and good.
Shooting the ball so well from there. Let him keep shooting 5 for 6. With Jamal Murray, we've got to see him have one go down 0 for 5 in this ball game from 3-point range. So the splash line has to open up for Jamal Murray.
Remember a couple of years ago, Juancho made 6 of 10 in that upset of the Warriors. He had 27 points that night. Extra pass. Inside, yes. A nice move by Moore.
Struggling right now, and that's finishing around the rim. Only 16 points in the paint. Before that, they were 8 of 20.
Jokic.
Millsap with the finish.
About defensive Denver, it gets back to that old adage about, defense being about grit, desire, hustle. We're seeing a lot of that from these Nuggets at the defensive end of the floor.
Well, Millsap, of course, part of Mike Budenholzer's successful Atlanta teams. Budenholzer knows all. Year after year, you and I talked about when shots aren't dropping, take it to the basket. Brogdon was a player who could always do that.
Absolutely.
You don't think that way anymore, though. You almost think, okay, occasionally you want to do that, but the Bucks want to get back.
A couple weeks ago, Arnie Garber, our first trainer for the Milwaukee Bucks, our trainer during our championship year, passed away. He's a dear friend, and I just wanted to say something about him myself because I spent a lot of time with that man, and I'm going to tell you, taking care of his players was perfect at all times.
Up and build of the Mavericks, they're just better offensively.
There's a big gap between 1 and 2 on that Ford leaderboard, by the way. The next team had a differential of less than 4. The other good thing, too, is defending without fouling. And the Mavs are, that's a really...
Just a 7th net turnover. Part of the reason they are leading with a 37% field goal percentage. There's a floater from...
Jokic looking for a cutter. Murray inside to Jokic. Easily gets.
Three-point defense is struggling tonight.
Well, what it is, and that wasn't a horrible contest, and what it is all of a sudden you've given them their confidence because they've made so many uncontested.
Jokic in the lane. Maybe tried to teammates on the Serbian national team. And he has been a problem for the Denver Nuggets. You've got to make him move. You've got to take advantage of him if you can. Beasley in the lane, and he scores it over Lou Williams.
It looks like this is heading to an inevitable end with him probably going elsewhere.
Well, it depends where he goes, I guess, is the scenario there. Jamal Murray's shot is on the way, and the Nuggets for Sexton. He's fast, folks.
We watched highlight films of him from Alabama last year. This guy is speed.
Different paint story tonight so far.
With an almost turnover in that case. The threes are important, Jim, but this is one of those nights. I've seen it many times in basketball where one team, that last shot by Denver was like, really? I can't even imagine looking down at the hoop like that on your dunk.
Jokic sets the screen, gets it back on a wall.
Open 3. 10-point lead for Brooklyn. Lyles utilizing the pump fake. It's fundamental.
And an elbow into the mouth.
Originally called T. Ross to come in. He's on the bench. He's got 2 fouls. You don't want to pick him. Let him pick up his 3rd here as we close out.
71-62. Nuggets led 55-52 at the 8:34 timeout. Since then, Utah's won 19-7.
Has to be made, and that's when he gets his steals.
Nuggets 4-4 on the road. And another hole.
They probably need to play 98-94.
Yeah.
Is where they're going to live because how they want to play defensively.
Not going to win much when you're shooting 22%.
Pain, and then all of a sudden you slide over, he gets by the guard, you help out, and then there's a dunk. A little bit more movement.
Millsap put it up and in, and a foul.
Millsap. Parker in the air. Do different things.
So the Nuggets lead is 8 with 9:20 to go in the 3rd. Glad you're with us on Altitude 2 tonight. The Denver Nuggets looking for their 7th win of the season against 1 loss. Baseline jumper, that's good. Jamal Murray.
Yeah,
was that?
If he missed 2,
So
they would get
it wasn't about the miss. It was more about the
sandwich in the 4th quarter. Yeah, it was dangle free chicken. There's Plumlee.
A little over halfway through the 2nd quarter. Beasley turns the corner. Jokic.
We'll get Lawler's Law thing. First to 100 wins.
Well, you say tonight, Ralph. Lawler's Law is in effect.
Nets back up by 2.
And that all was predicated on the ball movement, the drive and kick.
Whistle before the shot. Foul.
And he knocks it in. Well, the first, we said a while ago, the first rotations have been good, but then that secondary rotation is just not happening for the Denver Nuggets. Playing with fire right now, and you got a young Chicago team coming off an embarrassing loss, wants to play.
Good pass under to Plumlee, and Plumlee reverses.
The hard way through the NBA, and now poised for a contract to play really well. Here's Trey Lyles. Oh, he went right around Jared Allen.
Denver's 17-point lead has been cut down to 11. Third quarter from Denver. Morris leads the league in assists to turnover. Trey Lyles for 3.
Nuggets averaging about 5 blocks a game. Lyles slips the screen. 3 ball on the way. That's good.
Right back up like a pogo stick and get the tip in.
Now, there are some guys who are a good jumper once, but that second jump just isn't there.
Yeah, I was no good, Ralph, on the second jump. That wasn't me. I had a good first one, though.
Indeed. Lyles.
Book right there. Just a beautiful touch pass over the top. And L.A. getting physical with Jokic.
Murray switched off now, and Davis guarding Trey Lyles.
Patty Mills. You might expect 88% a year ago.
Now the Nuggets by 9. Jokic has come back in. Lyles all the way to the rack.
With the turnovers, but if it's a controlled break or long rebound for OKC, that's their advantage.
Monte Morris turns the corner. Can't go anywhere. You mentioned Thunder, the second best defensive efficiency in the league. Look at Lyles.
Haywood and Tatum are up at the scorer's table looking to get back in.
Well, it may not have been called 3 years ago. They're calling it now.
Trail by 12 here. Second team foul. And off Murray.
Sexton under the screen and still got out on the ball.
Yeah, he's quick and fast. Murray in the lane. Left hand lay-in is good.
Bottoms. Plumlee, little handoff to Harris. Harris, big step in the lane.
Torrey Craig will bring it in to Plumlee. Murray down the lane, the right-handed scoop. Nicely done.
Played him at home and rested him on a back-to-back.
Jazz have already lost to Memphis twice. Obviously, Memphis a lot better than most people thought. Gary Harris cornered the key.
And kind of kept giving ground and started turning the ball over way too many times.
Making a foul on Ibaka instead. Murray out to Wancho. And he launches the 3 and hits.
One over the Warriors this year, back on October 21st. They are 6-0 here on their home floor. A team that has had some continuity over the last 3 years. Craig, though, one of the newer
touches for Murray. Very challenging. Some good job so far this game.
Good job to stay on the table and fall in Scott Hastings' lap. And there's Gary.
We saw Millsap go out. Wancho is in. Eight to shoot. Jokic around everybody, and he lays it up, and I think he caught 8.
Be open for Wancho. He's known to shoot threes. Let these guys pressure out deep on you and get to the rim.
Nuggets worked a bit on that on shoot around, making that back cut when the Raptors switched. There's another one, and Morris carving it up in.
You get a hand, you reach, you cut. That's why more movement is better, and Denver gets into that. Watch out.
Turning the corner, Gary Harris is away once again, and I believe he'll.
That when they get the ball in the basket, how they kind of just float it up, that there's not a power move. And that's the perfect time to power the ball up.
Lyles to Jokic.
That kind of, because you look at the Nuggets schedule coming up, you got a whole bunch of games like this.
Donovan Mitchell has come back in. Murray's got a lane. He's going to scoop it up.
Of course, Luka's going to find you when you're open.
Jokic thought about a second three. He'll put it down, and it will bounce home.
It's in the building. I can save a lot of time to just come over here and ask us. You know. We've talked about that numerous times.
Yes. In Denver after missing his first.
Some Amiga game numbers going by. Jokic taking his time. Skips a pass. Hernan Gomez knocks it down.
Andre on the block against him. You're probably going to get an easy basket with him not wanting the foul.
Pull up the three. Nice pass to Plumlee by Jokic.
Being the third ranked team in terms of offensive ratings because they are taking a lot more efficient shots at the rim and three-point shots, disdaining that mid-range two-pointer.
Nikola coming off an Orlando double-double, 12 points, 13 assists. The 7th time he's had 10 or more assists in a game this year. Nuggets 7-0 when he does. Jokic inside, there you go. In every game for the Raptors, it is Pascal Siakam. No, he's been playing great. Jokic, take the three, no. Sling it into the corner. Murray's wide open, and he drills it. How he's
Middleton 4 of 4. What Denver has to be concerned about is if Middleton starts to get off offensively.
Jamal Murray, stick hand Lopez.
Going at 21 against the Bulls in the win here last year.
He's got to get that look, that angry, play hard, get mad kind of look.
Millsap, good move, come underneath, and he's fouled. The good news is that Jokic has already taken 3 shots here, Scott.
Spark, Ilyasovas, intangibles. We'll hear from the head coach all coming up. Bucks Live presented by Freighter and the Medical College of Wisconsin. Jim.
All right, Craig. Jokic works in the paint against Lopez. Lopez commits the foul.
Spurs were down 16, 14 at the half. And within one with 1:39 to go and a rematch for the Nuggets. Jokic spins and scores.
For the Hornets and the lack of Nuggets defense.
I even for the lack of movement on the offensive end.
Well, that too. Jokic puts it up left-handed. Still back in beautiful San Antonio. Still Christmas time, folks. As Pat Lever joins me on the broadcast, I'm Chris Marlowe. Chris Dempsey here too. A big first quarter for the Spurs, who lead by 8 as we begin quarter number 2. Jokic scoreless in that first quarter, and he got it back over to Murray. Should make that one, and he does. So Murray guides one in there.
Going on before the ball is even taken out.
Jokic cuts, foul line. Has a mismatch against Temple. Temple's foul. Jokic.
Denver 5th in defense. Oklahoma City number 1 defensively this year. That's how they've gotten to a 17-9 record. Jokic.
Tie game again. 8th time we've been tied. Lyles. Jokic back in there. Said Lyles going to work down low.
Running back, got a point to the open man.
Suns cut the lead to 14. Now Millsap coming in, and he scores it. Got to figure.
Oh, wonderful days of Tucson.
Yep. That was by far the worst.
DeRozan gets a bucket here as the Spurs might have been a little bit embarrassed by that offensive rebound and onslaught that Denver put on, and Pop called the timeout 46 seconds in. Jokic out to Murray. Murray knocks down the 3-ball.
Single night, no matter if it's a point guard, a 2-guard, people play small now. He's guarding 4 men. He's leading the league in steals. I mean, Paul George is playing a
Nikola.
Yeah.
So, oh my. Yeah. I mean, he's a good player.
You didn't know his first name.
So his first name is Nikola, right?
But did you see
Quarter didn't rush anything, kind of reading the defense. As you pointed out, you see the guy go under, settle into that jump shot.
Murray shoots over Augustine.
For open shooters.
DeAndre 8 has 9 points. He really struggled in the first meeting between the two teams. Just 7 points. Now Murray's in the lane. That's good.
DeAndre Ayton not in the beating the other guys down the court. You take shots. The other guards on the weak side have to get back and rotate.
Nuggets 7 of 14 from three-point land. Now Murray going to shoot the three. Follow through, yes. So Jamal Murray